Big Mom's tea party was hilarious. And not just from people like Katakuri's perspective or Big Mom's perspective. I mean, like, literally, just to be there at the tea party had to be one of the funniest things you could even imagine. And previously, I've spoken on the hilarious adventures of some of the attendants of the party, i.e. Big News Morgans and his partner in crime, Jimmy Scoops. You see, as most of you already know, Jimmy Scoops is the photographer that takes all of the pictures for the Straw Hats Bounty Pictures, and Big News Morgans is the leader of the World Economic Press, so he's in charge of making sure the entire world knows what a lunatic Luffy is. And they were both at Big Mom's tea party along with their co-worker Stussy. And that's what I want to talk about today, because Whole Cake Island is without a doubt one of the funniest One Piece arcs already. So talking about Big News Morgans and Jimmy Scoops running around taking pictures of Luffy just acting crazy, causing chaos wherever he goes, listen, there's no way that's not going to be hilarious, so buckle up. But first we need to set the stage. You see, Big Mom is an emperor of the sea, and Whole Cake Island is her domain. And she is organizing this big event, this tea party, which is also a wedding for Charlotte Pudding, one of her daughters, and Vinsmokes Sanji, the cook of the Straw Hat Pirates. Now, as a member of the Straw Hat Pirates, Sanji is basically being held hostage at this point in time, which Big News Morgans and Jimmy Scoops correctly deduced that the only way this is gonna end is bloodshed, because Captain Crackhead has crashed out for far less than this, and they have just kidnapped the person that makes him gourmet food on a daily basis. So as soon as they caught wind of this, they were like, listen, we gotta be there, we gotta take pictures, we gotta let the entire world know that this lunatic is gonna act up at this tea party. So Morgans is excited to get an exclusive story about these lunatics in Whole Cake Island. Jimmy, on the other hand, well, he's a little bit tired, okay? He just, not even a week ago, he was in Dressrosa running for his life while Doflamingo had everybody in a birdcage. It was chaos, all right? And Jimmy is thoroughly exhausted, which is why until the tea party starts, Big News Morgan says, all right, fine, Jimmy, you can have the rest of the day off if that's what you want. But as soon as that tea party starts, damn it, you better be there. And so that's what happens. Big News Morgan and Stussy go to their hotel and wait for the tea party to start the next day. And Jimmy is walking around Whole Cake Island enjoying peace before everything goes to shit. And this peace is interrupted when Jimmy realizes that those lunatics are already here on Whole Cake Island. Jimmy sees Luffy and Chopper just eating houses. They're not even in disguise. They are fully just in broad daylight in another emperor's domain, just eating houses. Jimmy's not surprised, but he can't believe his eyes. He knows, they have not been here probably for, more than 5 minutes, and they are already causing havoc wherever they go. And so, of course, eventually Luffy and Chopper get in trouble for eating the houses that people live in, and it looks like they're both about to be arrested. That's when a woman floats down on a magic carpet to try to save them before they get arrested. And while Jimmy's watching all of that crazy shit going down, that's when a skeleton and a jaguar smoking a cigarette walk out from the crowd and start trying to talk to him. Yo ho ho ho! Anybody seen any of Big Mom's poneglyphs around here? Soul King? What the hell are you doing here? What? I'm not Soul King Brook. I'm some other skeleton on Whole Cake Island. Well, I mean, even if that were true, I'd still have questions. What's with the disguise? Are you undercover? You guys should stop doing that. None of you are good at it. What do you mean? I'm great at infiltration missions. I've never been caught. That's because you're a talking skeleton. As soon as people see you, they probably don't bother asking questions because they're too busy running away. Oh, don't worry. Pudding-san over there has the whole situation handled. Would you believe she's actually one of Big Mom's daughters and a princess of Whole Cake Island? That's a princess? Well, she's definitely gonna get kidnapped later. Now you sound like Pedro. He was trying to convince us we should capture her as soon as we met her. I'm just saying we should have tied her up or something. She's definitely gonna tell Big Mom we're here. Shame on you, Pedro. She gave us her word that she wouldn't tell anybody. I trust Pudding. There's no way she would tell anybody to— Attention all Big Mom soldiers. Everyone be on high alert. The Straw Hat Pirates are here on Whole Cake Island. We even have pictures of the people we're looking for and information on where they're likely to go next. Well, goddamn. Okay, seriously, you guys better get out of here. So literally right before their eyes, Big Mom's scouts come out and they tell everybody that, hey, we know the Straw Hats are here, we know they're in a disguise, and we know exactly what they look like. Let's go ahead and find these lunatics. They have not been here for more than 5 minutes, and Big Mom is already on to everything that they're doing. So Soul King and Pedro take off to go finish whatever ridiculous plan that they're up to, and that's when Jimmy decides to leave the city because he knows what's about to happen. And in a couple of hours, this whole city might not even be here. So once Jimmy makes it out of the city, he decides to look for a bar so he can sit down and have a drink before everything goes to shit. And while Jimmy is walking along the shoreline of Whole Cake Island, he comes across a bunch of gangsters interrogating a cat man tied up on a cliff overlooking a den of hungry sharks. And there was also a baby there for some reason. Why does that baby have 5 o'clock shadow? Just walk away, tough guy. This don't concern yous. Just saying you could have afforded a babysitter. It's 11:30 in the morning. And is he smoking a cigar, or is that a pacifier shaped like a cigar? Because either way, I think that's bad parenting. You never get away with this, Beige. Gow! And that's when Beige shoots Peckhams and feeds them to the fishes. Jesus. Don't act so surprised, tough guy. This is how the criminal underworld works. If you're gonna make such a big deal about it, maybe we better handle you too. Whoa, easy, easy. Nah, I get it, okay? I've seen The Godfather. That's right. Now, wait a minute. Which Godfather you talking about? We don't like the third one. Nobody does. Whenever anyone mentions The Godfather, you just assume they're talking about part 1 or 2. Good answer. Now let me ask you one more question. What do you think about Star Wars? Like, real Star Wars or Disney Star Wars? The sequel trilogy. I think it's stupid. Literally everything that's come out since Mickey Mouse got his dirty little fingers on the franchise has been terrible. With the exception of Rogue One and Andor. I think those two are pretty great. This guy's alright. Tell you what, tough guy, we're going out drinking before the big party tomorrow. Why don't yous come with us? We can hang out and get to know each other before the big date. What do you say? And I'm guessing the alternative is getting shot and thrown off a cliff? Of course. Well then let's get drunk. So Jimmy, Beige, and the rest of the Fire Tank Pirates go bar hopping all across Whole Cake Island. Meanwhile, Big News Morgans and Stussy are chilling outside their hotel discussing the tea party they're going to be attending the next day. Only a few more hours until everything goes to shit.
So what kind of magic does he do? Can he grant wishes?
Actually, I think it's more like he casts a spell and destroys your government. I don't really understand it either, but Jimmy swears it's a real thing. Whoa, hey, wait a minute. Who is that over there? Hey, Big Bird. What's up? You got a problem? Excuse me, Monsieur. I know you probably can't tell because you're wearing sunglasses at 11 p.m., but this town ain't big enough for 2 bird people. You better cluck off, bucko. Now, there's no need to be rude, Monsieur. Not being rude, I'm just giving you a heads up. If I see you at the tea party tomorrow, it's gonna be feathers everywhere because I'm gonna whoop your ass. And why does it look like you're part egg? That doesn't make sense. Do you two know each other or something? What's going on? Hey, tell your friend to stay out of this. This is a bird fight. Caw! So they both go back to their hotel room to get some rest before the big day tomorrow. And with the next day, the tea party can finally begin, and people from all over the world begin funneling into Whole Cake Island. So Big News Morgans and Stussy walk the red carpet on their way in to do some poses and make sure everyone realizes they got that shit on. And as soon as they make it into the party, this is when Morgans and Stussy take this time to try to cozy up to Big Mom by letting her know all the presents that they got her. Big Mom thanks everyone for the presents that they've brought her, but she explains that the treasure that she's most looking forward to finally opening is the Tomate box from Fishman Island, which is an ancient treasure that's passed down from generation to generation. So Morgan hears that and he gets excited, okay? Because based on the intel that he has, he knows that the last person that was on that island before that box was sent to Big Mom was Captain Crackhead and his band of lunatics. And Morgans is not an idiot. He also thinks that Luffy has some hidden agenda, like some hidden political agenda. So he thinks that if that is indeed from Fishman Island at the same time conveniently as Luffy was there, oh, there's no way there's treasure inside that box. No, there's something far more sinister within that Tomate box. Chupa uba, shona tima re maka chisa, tamate baku.
Oh, wow.
Hang on a second, Big Mom. Is that the treasure chest that came from Fishman Island when the Straw Hats were there too? Tagwa cool. No reason at all. I hope you enjoy the hell out of that. And I hope you enjoy my present, which was my useless, good-for-nothing chef of a son. Oh boy, I can't wait to get him out of the family. Hot damn.
Wow, you're kind of an asshole, huh?
What?
Maybe if you weren't such a deadbeat father, you'd realize how great your son is.
No one's ever talked to me like that before. What's going on?
Oh, did I hurt your feelings? Or are you just still upset about your tiny little penis?
Stussy, leave Judge alone, all right? It's obvious he has a small penis. His entire outfit looks like he's overcompensating for something. Like his mustache, for example. It looks almost as stupid as his dumbass kids. Look at these idiots. There's probably one brain cell between all 3 of them. Let me ask y'all something. What do you think about the political and economic state of the world right now? War? Misogyny. Dumb as hell. See, this is why you hug your sons when they're growing up. Otherwise, they end up listening to Fresh and Fit podcasts and scaring all the women away from real-ass birds like me who just trying to get their cluck on at the club. Anyway, sorry again for what Stussy said, Judge. That was uncalled for. Seriously. Thanks. God, where the hell is Jimmy? The tea party's about to start. And with that, we should check up on our boy Jimmy Scoops, who has found himself in a rather precarious position. You see, Jimmy stayed out drinking all night with Beige and the other Fire Tank Pirates, but what Jimmy doesn't know is that he wasn't just being held hostage by them drinking from bar to bar because Beige was concerned that he would tell Big Mom about Peckham's, but he was actually rather concerned that Jimmy might blab about their real plan, which was going to take place right here at the tea party. So right about now, Jimmy Scoops is waking up confused and hung over inside Beige's castle as they're all about to have a big secret meeting about this super important covert assassination plot that they're all about to get into. My head. Hey, it's Jimmy Scoops. You sure can't handle your liquor, buddy. Thanks. I'm sorry, are we still in a bar? Where the hell am I? Don't worry, Jimmy. The boss will be here soon, and he'll explain everything. Explain everything? What do you mean? What's going on? Hey, tongue boy, we out of milk. Oh, no. I got a couple more teeth I need to regrow. We need to get some milk in here right now. Oh, hey, it's the guy that takes out bounty pictures. What's up, man? What are you doing in here? I don't know. I just woke up a couple seconds ago. And why are you dressed like that? What's going on? Yo-ho-ho-ho. So who's in a bad disguise now, Jimmy? Still you, Afro Skeleton. Still you. Now, will someone please explain to me what the hell's going on? I'm noticing more and more straw hats around here, and it's starting to make me a little bit nervous. Look who finally decided to wake up and join the party. Or should I say, the Big Mom Assassination Party. What? That's right there, Jimmy. Everybody in here has the same goal, taking out the Emperor of the Sea, Big Momses. And so that's what we're gonna do today at this tea party. Oh my God. Did you hear me, Jimmy? I said we're gonna assassinate Big Momses. Oh, I heard you. What I don't understand is what the hell he is doing here. Look at him, he's not even paying attention. Like, why is he a part of this mission? To be honest, I'm just here to get Sanji back. But if whooping Big Mom's ass is the only way to make that happen, well, that's even better. And another thing, hey, what? Hang on a second. Is that clown bitch from Punk Hazard? Hell no, there's no way I'm teaming up with him. Look, he's already crashing out. Is this guy gonna be a problem, Jimbei? Am I gonna have to feed him to the fishes like I did Peckham's? Oh, so this is the guy that shot Peckham's. I don't like you either, y'all! Luffy, please calm down. I already explained all of this to you. We need to work with Beige, not fight him. So with Luffy calmed down, Beige can finally go over the plan, and he explains that their big plan is to get Big Mom upset by crushing a picture of Mother Carmel, and once she's distracted enough, she's gonna release a bunch of Conqueror's Haki that should take care of a lot of other Big Mom pirates that might get in the way. And as soon as that happens, they should have a big enough opening to deal the kill shot, which will be provided by Caesar the Clown. And he shows the group a bunch of rocket launchers which contain canisters of deadly gas. Caesar promises that this gas is so strong it should take out even Big Mom. Wait a minute, let me get this straight. Your big plan is to shoot an Emperor of the Sea with rocket launchers. That's what everybody here has put their brains together to decide. Stupid. And even stupider because you've got a crackhead helping you. It's gonna be fine, Jimmy, because the crackhead is just here to be the distraction. He's gonna run around and confuse everybody while we get everything in place. Let me ask you something. Why do you guys keep getting into alliances with someone whose aggressive ADHD prevents him from doing anything other than ruining plans? Like, he doesn't even follow his own plans. Do you have any idea how insane it is to trust him with yours? It's gonna be fine, Jimmy. Trust me. I'm gonna make sure he sticks to the plan. And you're the dumbest one here. Wait, what? Why me? Because, dummy, the whole reason any of us are even here is because you thought you could casually leave the Straw Hats and go to Whole Cake Island. Anyone with a brain would know that the first thing these lunatics would do would be to follow you here and break everything until they got you back. It's an Emperor of the Sea. I couldn't just ask them to follow me here. It's way too dangerous. And I didn't think I deserved their help anyway. You belong to a group who challenged the entirety of the world government to get back one woman in a cowboy hat. And she was also trying to explain why she didn't want to come back. So if they didn't listen then, why would you think that they would do anything different this time? Well, I guess I didn't think about it like that. You're supposed to be one of the smart ones. I am usually. All right, fine, I get it. That was stupid, all right? But we still have a plan, and I don't think Luffy's gonna screw it up. Hey guys, I'm gonna go outside for a second. I'll be back before the mission starts. See you later. Yahoo! That doesn't concern anybody? Why did he have a comically large butterfly net? We shouldn't just let him run around out there. Relax, Jimmy. The crackhead is gonna do what he does best. The rest of us just need to stick with the plan, and we'll all make it out of here alive. Meanwhile, back at the tea party, Big News Morgans and Stassi are mingling with everyone before everything goes to shit like they know it will. Well, if it isn't Big Bird Morgans. What up, Cat? You see any crackheads that want to be king of the pirates around here? Let it go, Morgans. Just so you know, that lunatic was captured and executed last night. Oh yeah, I'm sure that dangerous lunatic that always gets captured when he first gets to an island was captured and actually killed this time, off screen. Yeah, no, I'm sure that's a perfectly reasonable conclusion to come to. You got something to say, Morgans? Nothing, I'm just surprised you can see into the future, but you can't see how stupid that sounds. Speaking of stupid, where the hell is Jimmy? So now that everyone understands their role in the mission going forward, everybody starts getting into position. And with that, Sanji leaves the castle to reunite with Pudding to make sure that he can be in place before the signal goes off. And after a while, it looks like everybody is in position, so Baze goes inside of his castle to check on everybody to make sure that everything is indeed going the way that it should before everything starts popping off. And so he's checking on the assassination team, and he sees that all of these idiots are sound asleep just 30 minutes before everything is supposed to happen. So Baze is like, all right, please, for God's sake, somebody wake these idiots up. And just to be sure, he reaches out over the comms to make sure that Sanji's in position and nothing's happening with him. It's almost showtime, Blackleg. Stay focused. Right, stay focused. That's me. Just gotta remember the plan and not get distracted by, And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. No. Snap out of it, Sanji. Pull it together. You have a mission. You have to remember she is acting. This is an act. She doesn't love you. And you don't love her.
Yoo-hoo, Sanji.
I'm in love. I'm a believer. Hey! I believe. Hey! I'm in love. Sanji, stop singing the song from Shrek over the comms. I'm trying to pay attention. Jimbei, please tell me you found a way to wake this lunatic up. We're almost ready to go. Luffy, if you don't wake up right now, Sanji is gonna die. Luffy! Well, I've done all I can do. So luckily, Nami steps in with a bunch of food, which wakes Luffy up immediately, which is crazy. He didn't wake up when Jimbei was beating his ass, but the second meat was introduced, he was like, all right, let's go. Let's get it. Let's assassinate Big Mom. Good thinking, Nami. As usual, you were the only person here using a brain. Now, let's see. Looks like the ceremony is starting. Pudding's leaning in to kiss Sanji. You lucky bastard. It looks like, whoa. What the hell is... What? Why did they shoot him? Okay, I have no idea what's going on. They shot the person officiating the wedding for some reason. Whatever though, that's probably the sign. Let's just get out there. All right, everybody, let's go. So Jimmy, Luffy, and the others rush to push the plan into its next phase. And meanwhile, Morgans gets a feeling in his wings that something's about to happen. Oh my God. Hey, Cat, looking into the future real quick. What? Close your eyes and look about 30 minutes into the future, like right before the whole wedding ends. I can't look 30 minutes into the future. I'm not Raven-Symoné. Whoa. Oh my God. What the hell am I even looking at? Why is there... What? There's not even time to stop this. Oh my God. Yo, Cat, you all right? Yeah, Cat, what you looking at over there? Listen, something's about to happen. I don't really even understand it, but just... get ready. I can't stop this. Oh, hell yeah. Stussy, get ready. That lunatic is coming. And just like that, the peace in Whole Cake Island is over. Morgans watches as 100 starving, sleep-deprived crackheads jump out of the wedding cake and just start whooping everybody's ass. Nobody's safe. Nothing makes sense. It's just a bunch of lunatics running around beating up everybody at the tea party. Morgans is a lady. He doesn't know what the hell's going on. He's just like, yep, all right, let's go. Take pictures. Everybody, keep taking pictures. So everybody is confused until finally Big Mom is like, all right, this is not the real one has to be around here somewhere. I don't know what trick is going on, but you know what? Show yourself, Mugiwara. And everyone at the tea party with a brain understands that no matter what's going on, this is clearly part of whatever plan they're doing, so there's no way he's gonna reveal himself like that. But with literally zero hesitation, the real starving, sleep-deprived crackhead stands up, shouts his full name, address, and social security number, and is like, I blew up your wedding cake, I ate your snacks, now what? And so Big Mom is like, bet, I'm about to beat the hell out of you. But before she gets over there, Jimbei steps in, which is significant because until now, Jimbei was a part of Big Mom's crew. But in the middle of all this chaos, Jimbei nonchalantly sits down, presents the sake cup to Big Mom like, I quit your crew, I hate you, I never liked you anyway, but whatever debts that I thought I owe you, all that shit's done. I'm gonna make this crackhead king of the pirates. So during all of this, Big Mom has been furious. She has been pulling people's lifespans away from their body left and right, but she tries to do it to Jimbei and it just doesn't work. Like Jimbei is like, listen, I am going to be on this lunatic's crew. If you think there is anything you can do that'll scare me more than what he does on a daily basis, you're crazy. And so Morgans is watching all of this elated. People are dying left and right. He's just taking pictures. He is just taking pictures. That man does not care at all. He's just like, oh wow, and the Straw Hats got a warlord of the sea to join their crew. That's crazy. No one's gonna stop that crackhead now. But their plan isn't over yet. So Luffy runs up to try to break the picture of Mother Caramel, but that's when Katakuri steps in. You see, Katakuri looked into the future and he's like, listen, I still have no idea what's going on. But that lunatic is dangerous, all right? I need to take care of him right now. So Luffy and Katakuri start fighting a little bit, but during the confusion, that's when Brook steps up and actually crushes the picture of Mother Caramel. This sets the rest of their plan into motion, and during all the confusion, Big Mom's Conqueror's Haki is let loose, and that's when the assassination team aims their rocket launchers at Big Mom. They fire, and surprise, surprise, it does absolutely nothing. Like, they don't work at all. Big Mom is still screaming, everybody's still falling out. The rocket launchers did literally nothing. Beige can't believe it, and Jimmy's just standing there like, oh wow, it didn't work. That's crazy. Who could have predicted that? So that was it. That was the crutch of their entire assassination plan. And now that has failed, it is now a free-for-all. All of the Big Mom pirates start hunting down the Fire Tank pirates and the Straw Hats. And this is when Jimmy finally reunites with Big News Morgans and Stussy. Wow, rocket launchers not working on an Emperor of the Sea? Well, who could have seen that coming? Jimmy, you handsome bastard, there you are. Were you the one behind all this? What? Hell no, I tried to stop it. Well, thank God you didn't. This is big news, baby. Now all we gotta do is, whoa, hang on a second, guys. I see something over there I need to take pictures of. Oh God, this is it. The consequences of my decisions. Why God? I just wanted to make Nazi Power Rangers. Where did I go wrong? Yes, this is big news. Why do we need pictures of that old man that looks like he's a terrible father with a tiny pee-pee?
Wow, that's crazy. Have you guys seen that golden box anywhere around here?
We need to get out of here, guys. All right, this whole island's about to blow up. Jimmy's right, Stussy, but we probably should get our hands on that box. If the instincts inside my wings are correct, I'll bet you anything there's a bomb in that box, just ready to explode. Wait, why do you think that? And why would we want it if that's true? Because, Jimmy, that crackhead was on Fishman Island when the Tomate box was given to Big Mom's crew. He wouldn't just let her have some treasure with no strings attached. He can't stand people whose politics aren't in line with his own. Politics? What are you? And it's for that reason. I believe this was always the plan from the very start. Even Vinsmokes Sanji getting kidnapped was probably a part of his big plan. Luffy's real goal was a strategic destabilization of the power structure in Whole Cake Island, so that he can then install a new government in line with his political leanings. Morgan's that lunatic doesn't have any political leanings. Only insane YouTubers think that. I don't even think he can spell politics. He's just here to punch people and eat food. Well, that doesn't sell newspapers, does it, Jimmy? So we're just lying to people. Okay, well, if you're just gonna print whatever you want, then why do we need to find the box anyway? What's the point?
The point is, you guys are stupid. Whatever's actually in here could be worth millions.
Another great point, Stussy, and a good reason we need to get our hands on that box. Either it's proof the crackhead is a terrorist, or we'll all be rich. Guys, please don't do this. We could just go, like right now. No can do, Jimmy, my boy. Stussy, you're with me. We're gonna stay behind and get our hands on that treasure and or explosive. Jimmy, you chase after those lunatics and make sure you learn about everything they do until they officially leave the island. All right, big news on 3. 1, 2, 3. Big news! So Morgan convinces Jimmy to go after the Straw Hats while him and Stussy stay behind at the tea party. And it is still chaos. The Big Mom pirates are still hunting all of the people on the Big Mom assassination team. And as soon as Big Mom herself is done with all that shrieking she was doing, she was like, all right, where are the Straw Hats? She starts sprinting, making a mad dash for all of them. And she definitely would have taken them all out if it wasn't for the kindness of Sanji himself. Because in the middle of all this chaos, Sanji elected to save his family, the family that never gave a damn about him in the first place. And they repay this by helping the Straw Hats escape the battlefield. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't really amount to much because, you know, the Nazi Power Rangers are nice. They managed to take out a couple of fodder Big Mom pirates, but against Big Mom herself, like, she pretty much whoops them immediately. So things are still looking pretty grim. With the Nazi Power Rangers out of commission, it looks like Big Mom is still gonna catch up with the Straw Hats and take them out. Meanwhile, back at the tea party, Stussy sees someone about to steal the Tomate box for themselves. And this is when Stussy reveals that she's actually an undercover government agent from Cypherpole. She uses her finger pistol to shoot the guy in the back and take the treasure for herself.
Oh no, Dufeld tripped and fell into my finger pistol. You guys saw that, right, Morgans?
Shit. All right, Stussy, you got me. Don't worry, though. I don't really care that you're a government agent. Honestly, I'm just glad you're not also a bird person. I think that would be too much for me to handle. Whoa, hey, Stussy, watch out. The box. Stussy and Morgans watch in horror as the Tomate box falls from the cliff and lands at the bottom where all of the action is happening. But it's lucky for Jimmy and the others that happened because as soon as the box hits the ground, it explodes, blowing up the entire foundation of the cake castle the tea party took place on. Big Mom's castle starts collapsing right before her eyes. And when the castle finally hits the ground, the entirety of Whole Cake Chateau is covered in icing and cake. It is sticky and hilarious. I knew it! I knew that lunatic had a plan this whole time!
You know you're about to die, right?
Big news! Big news! Big news!
Wow. So it really was a bomb. Okay, I think I'm ready to admit that crackhead is dangerous.
The realization that she has been thoroughly humiliated and she doesn't even have a wedding cake to eat anymore, this sends Big Mom over the edge and into an uncontrollable rage. She becomes a rampaging monster that just keeps screaming wedding cake. So she's losing her mind, breaking everything in her path as she tries to get to the Straw Hats. And at the same time, it looks like Jimmy's been trying to catch up to the Straw Hats as well. And when he finally does, it looks like Pudding is with them as well for some reason. Which means at some point during their escape, they did end up kidnapping a princess, just like Jimmy thought. And this is also when the Straw Hats decide that they need to split up again. So one group is going to be Luffy and the other Straw Hats making a beeline straight for the Sunny, and the other group is going to be Sanji, Pudding, and Chiffon, going off on their own to try to figure out a way to break Big Mom out of her hunger-induced rampage. The plan is to bake a cake so delicious that it's just going to knock Big Mom's hungry ass out immediately. So now that they're splitting up, Jimmy has a choice to make. He can either keep following the dangerous, unhinged crackhead that keeps turning around when he decides, no, actually, you know what, I think I want to fight Big Mom, even though they're actively just trying to escape the island. Or he can go with the lovesick pervert that keeps singing songs from Shrek. Jimmy doesn't need to think about this at all. He climbs on that magic carpet and he's like, please God, let's get out of here. So they all head toward Chocolate Town and make the best damn cake anyone's ever seen. And as soon as they get there, they all get to work. Luckily, all three of them, Sanji, Pudding, and Chiffon, they're all pretty good cooks. So the whole process is going really well. They're making the cake and then eventually begin sailing it all the way to Big Mom. When suddenly an unexpected guest arrives in the kitchen. Jimmy, I knew you was a smart guy ever since I met you. This is a great idea. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. They made the cake. Yeah, but we're gonna poison it. Hey, get away from my cake with that shit. You're gonna ruin the taste. You're worried about the taste, and I'm worried about finishing what we started, Blackleg. Talk to your boy, Jimmy. This is the right decision. I don't know, man. I mean, we just tried to poison her with gas that a clown scientist made specifically to kill her, and that didn't work. I think it's a little optimistic to think that rat poison would be enough to get the job done. No one is poisoning this cake. We don't have to do that. How am I supposed to know that, Blackleg? All of our lives are riding on this, including me, my crew, my wonderful wife, and beautiful baby boy. How can you ask me to trust that the taste of a cake is enough to put all of that on the line? It'll work, Paige, because as soon as we get there, I'm gonna do a Shrek 2. That is... Huh. A Shrek 2, huh? Wait, a Shrek 2, what is that? Huh. You know what? That just might work. All right, Blackleg, we'll do it your way. But if this doesn't work, you better be ready to accept the responsibility for everything going wrong. I'm not worried at all, Beige. All right, Puddin', let's get ready for one last play. It's time for the Shrek 2. Okay, what is the Shrek 2? What are we about to do? So Sanji and the others continue on. Meanwhile, back on the Sunny, Big Mom's hunger has turned her into an even more menacing beast as she closes in on the Straw Hats. And that's when suddenly Nami sees something approaching in the distance. It's Beige's ship, and inside it is the wedding cake for Big Mom. Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Precision carrot right upon your fiery heat. I lie awake and I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. Hit it, Paige, I need a hero. I lie awake for a hero till the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fit for the fight. Okay, just to be clear, this doesn't have anything to do with Shrek 2. You're just singing the song. Shut up, Jimmy. I need a hero. Yeah, I lie awake for a hero till the end of the night. Well, he's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be larger than life. Larger than life. And just like that, Big Mom eats the wedding cake and is sedated almost immediately. For the time being, she isn't a threat to anyone. Pudding gives Sanji and Jimmy a ride over to the Sunny, and finally, Sanji is truly reunited with all of the Straw Hats. Sanji-san, you did it! How did you make it here in time? I did a Shrek 2. Ah, that always works. Good thinking. What? You know what? I don't care, right? I'm just glad it's all finally over. But wait a second. Where's Captain Crackhead? I don't see him anywhere here. He's fighting a Mochi man that can see the future inside the mirror dimension. Of course he is. All right, well, Morgans is gonna want to know everything that's happened up until this point, so what the hell? Go ahead, fill me in. What the hell? What is going on now? So Chopper fills Jimmy in on everything he doesn't know, like Luffy fighting Katakuri for 11 hours inside the mirror dimension, how he kidnapped Brûlé and was running around Whole Cake Island, breaking mirrors everywhere he went, and even how Luffy went back into the mirror dimension to finish his fight with Katakuri, which is probably one of the most unhinged things that he's ever done. Like, they fully could have left so much sooner, but he was like, you know, I think he's gonna get tired of whooping my ass before I get tired of getting my ass beat. I think, let me go back in there. I can beat him. And sure enough, a little while later, Luffy emerges victorious with Sanji waiting right outside the mirror that he escapes from to take him back to the Sunny. And so Jimmy looks around the colossal wreck that once was Whole Cake Island, and he's like, yeah, I've seen this before. This is over. So Jimmy starts making his way back to Big News Morgans to report everything that he's learned. Morgans hasn't been doing nothing while all of this is going on. He's been walking around talking to as many people as he can, getting as many scattered narratives of everything that's going on as possible. And after interviewing as many people as he can to get a handle on what the hell has been going on this whole time, Morgans feels like he's heard enough. He tells Stussy that he knows Luffy's gonna make it out alive, and he's gonna go on to do even greater things than what he did here on Whole Cake Island.
So I get that he's crazy, but why are you writing for him this hard?
I'll admit, maybe that lunatic doesn't have a plan. But if he really is just traveling from island to island, crashing out and making people laugh, well, that's something I think the whole world needs to know about. This is a new generation, Stussy, and I believe soon we'll be seeing a new Pirate King emerging to send the world into a new age. And call me crazy, I think that lunatic, that crazy-ass crackhead might just be the one to do it.
Okay, Grandpa, let's get you to bed.
Ah, there you guys are. Please tell me I can finally go to bed too. Jimmy, did you hear? The crackhead and his friends destroyed the entire island, and I don't even think someone had to feed him before he did it. It's actually so much crazier than that, but whatever. They should be off the island by now, and they told me they're going to Wano next. Wano, you say? Wow, that's so interesting. How long do you think it would take you to get there? How long do I think it would take me to get to a closed-off nation whose only entrance is up a waterfall. Yeah, how long? Like 1 week, maybe 2? I don't know, man. I guess I just probably wouldn't ever go there. I mean, we don't know anything about that place other than Kaido's there. Yeah, but we also know that our favorite crazy person and all of his friends are heading there too. Morgans, please don't do this. Congratulations, Jimmy. You are now promoted to Senior Executive Field Agent. I need you to sneak into Wano and report absolutely everything about those lunatics. I'll start working on a way to get you there. Enjoy the weekend, because come Monday, you'll be in Wano, baby. And so just like that, Big News Morgans goes on to write an article calling Luffy the 5th Emperor of the Sea, which of course makes every other Emperor of the Sea, with the exception of Shanks, just seethe with anger. Not least of which Kaido, King of the Beast, who is waiting in Wano to meet this crackhead for the very first time, which is exactly where Jimmy Scoops is going, much to his annoyance, but it is going to be a very hilarious time once we get to Wano as well. So that's about it for this. I mean, there's a bunch of other funny stuff that happened within Whole Cake Island as well. I imagine we'd probably even come back for a third time. I don't know if you can tell, Whole Cake Island is my favorite arc in all of One Piece, so I love going back to this, but you know, I just love the narrative of Big News Morgans, honestly. I think that he's one of the most important people. He's important even in the manga, so I think it's really good that we keep updating his story. He's funny. I think the next stop for him is going to be the Reverie for sure, but the next stop for Jimmy is definitely going to be Wano, and good God, that's good. If he thought Dressrosa and Whole Cake Island was scary, get ready for those dinosaurs, Jimmy boy. Oh my God. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being interested, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.